One team set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, blue lady, like 25. Silver.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
25, check 25, check 25. Kill. Turn it up, ready to go.
On second down, Freeman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. The first down throw for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Following the interception, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Buccaneers' 49-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Hey, South. Hey, exit.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, Zoo.
On third down, Ryan. Throwing deep here for Coleman. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Off the play fake, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On second down, it's Jones. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, it's Freeman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And Freeman lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Looking to throw on second down. Winston. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Winston now. Open man is Howard, the tight end. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the 29, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 33 yards that time.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long. People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Gun. We got motion. Back up. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Wait. Here I come.
Back to the air. Ryan after the pick 6. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the...
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
I'm scared. Right here, guys. Mike 51.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. The 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 17-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
I got one. Wait.
On 3rd down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll air this one toward. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coach, I'd always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And no, it's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now a first down carry by Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down. First and 10.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
21, switch.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, Mike 7. Tick. You better move, ready,
they'll try and throw for it with Ryan. It's complete to Jones. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Here's Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Winston on 4th down. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it's